reducing something like at least 50% of stress in your body. As for stress, I must say, the whole goal of stress management is to enjoy stress, like enjoying old wine in moderation. And now, having attained the level of relaxation, we start relaxing the muscles of the body all over again, but this time feet first. So as I mentioned, these parts of your body, you just got to relax them. First focus your mind on that part and relax. You concentrate on the tips of your toes, breathing out, relax your toes. Also at the same time, relax. Exhaling, relax your ankles. Breathing out, relax your calves. Exhaling, relax your knees. Exhaling, relax your thighs. And now we arrive at the abdomen again. Breathing in, slowly expand your tummy like a balloon and relax your abdomen. Exhaling, allow your tummy to contract. Inhaling, expand and relax the abdominal muscles. Exhaling, abdomen collapses. This you repeat as many times as you did before. And then you concentrate on the muscles of your chest, your breath. Inhale, exhaling, relax the muscles of your chest. Again and again and again, a slump in your chest, a slump in your breath. You relax in such manner that even your lungs would relax. You relax your lungs so deeply that even your heart would eventually relax. We move on from the chest to the fingertips. We concentrate on the tips of your fingers now. Breathing out, relax the tips of your fingers, or 10 at the same time, relax. And then exhaling, relax your fingers. Exhaling, relax your palm. Breathing out, relax your wrist. Exhaling, relax your forearm. Breathing out, relax your elbows. Breathing out, relax your upper arm. And exhaling, relax your shoulders. Let your shoulders collapse again, hang off its own weight, limp and lively. Remember, shoulder posture is reflective of your mental posture. I repeat, shoulder posture is reflective of your mental posture. What you are mentally is shown in your shoulders. We move on from the shoulders to the neck. Breathing out, relax your neck. It's a vital and a vulnerable part. Two pairs of carotid arteries and both jugular veins run through as well as the spinal column, so it's important. At the top of the side of the parathyroid gland, it is very important that you learn how to relax your neck, because there is a bottleneck of tension. Like a traffic jam, there's a bottleneck of tension in the neck. So relax your neck, start relaxing the briefly to the uppermost part of your body and the rest of you. Relax your neck completely, and completely. You move on from the neck to the lower jaw. Let your lower jaw tug and hang of its own weight, limp and lively, and allow your mouth to open up. Let your tongue be suspended in mid-air in your mouth, and relax your lips. Like in a state of deep sleep. Let your mouth open up, jaw, tongue, lips are relaxed. And now concentrate on your nose, breathing out, relax your nose as well. And then the space between eyebrows. Do not have a knitted brow. Do not have a frown. Simply iron out the creases and wrinkles from your forehead and remove the frown. It's not worth the worry, not worth the straining. Nothing in this world is worth the price of worry. So why frown? And now you arrive at the eyes. With your eyes shut, all you got to do is breathing in, visualize blackness. Breathing out, visualize blackness. Inhaling and exhaling a silent reaction here. We make use of both inhalation and exhalation in order to put the eyes at rest. The eyelids, the eyeballs, the retina, the pupil, the iris, the optic nerve, the lacrimal passages, the tear ducts, everything, the whole gamut inside is relaxed by simply applying mind over matter, by concentrating on your eyes. Inhaling blackness, exhaling blackness. After a while, my dear friends, allow this blackness which you now experience to become even blacker and blacker and blacker. And from the eyes to the face, if the eyes were considered the mirror of the soul, as the Bible reminds us, then let your face be considered and be known as the mirror of your mind. What you are mentally is also shown in your face. A joyous expression I showed you earlier on speaks volumes about joy. J-O-Y, the abbreviation for Jesus first, others second, yourself last. Such people have a happy expression in their faces. And such people don't think of their I first, they think of others first. That is why Jesus first, others second, yourself last, or yourself third. Once the research was held with the mental patients, hospitalized mental patients, they found that these mental patients use the word I, me, my, mine, I, me, my, mine, 3 times more than average, normal, healthy people. And the word I was used once every 12 words. So be free of the I, the ego. Think in terms of we. So such awareness, such enlightenment, such transcendence is shown in the face. Right now, we start at the facial level because it does promote the relaxing effect on the psyche as well. It's a two-way street. Inhaling, relax your face. Exhaling, relax your face. Breathing in, relax your face. Breathing out, relax your face. Remember, I don't have to remind you that a person looks so much younger in a state of deep sleep or even soon after death. Even soon after death. A person looks so much younger because all the tension in the body of that person, and particularly in the face, is relaxed. And if you learn to relax your face, your facial muscles, then you'll be able to cut through the layers and layers of tension in the face, the facade of stress in the face, thus releasing your inner aura, your inner light, illuminating and beautifying your features. The greatest cosmetic that no beauty parlor can match. Mind over matter, mind over face, mirror, mirror on the wall who has the fairest mind of them all. This is your face, consider, be it known from today as the mirror of your mind. Whatever you do with your face, it has been found even in laboratory research, just promote a bearing on emotions, thoughts, mental phenomena as well. Have a pleasant expression, have a smile on your face. And then, having dealt with the body, the muscles, part by part, we deal with the whole body, inch or so, unmask, all the muscles are relaxed. All you got to do is slowly inhale, hold your breath for a fleeting moment, and breathing out, let go, relaxing all the muscles and limbs and organs of your body in one bang, relax. Will you repeat again and again and again? All the forces are working for you, my dear friends, the laws of nature. Mother Earth is on your side because you are one with terra firma. You have attained zero gravity. The hidden energies, electromagnetic energies, the north and south poles are working for you right now. You are not put yourself in defiance of those energies and forces, the hidden forces, but you are one with them. And now you have relaxed all the muscles. What needs to be done is to relax your mind as well. And to enter the domain of the mind, you have to do so through the eyes, the threshold of the mind or your eyes. Small wonder. Eyes, the mirror of the soul, the Bible tells us. So what you do is, go back to your eyes again, with your eyes shut, visualize a dark night. Inhaling a dark night, or exhaling a dark night, and feel as if you got off a bus or something in a lonely spot, in a lonely night, the darkest of night. You can't see to the left nor to the right, and you're simply lost. It's got good to feel lost once in a while. So visualize, this is creative visualization. With your eyes shut, you visualize that it's all darkness around you and you just can't find your way. Inhaling a dark night and you can't find a way, exhaling such a dark night and you just can't find a way. Repeat it as long as you wish to. More the merrier. And then, after a while, my dear friend, along with your darkness, let there be emptiness. That's how you enter your mind. That's how you have some kind of relaxation of the mind. The mind is a never-flowing stream. Henceforth, inhaling darkness and emptiness, exhaling darkness and emptiness. Breathing in, let there be darkness and emptiness. Breathing out, let there be darkness and emptiness. It's a very practical, down-to-earth, simple method of coming to terms with this never-ending stream of thought. It needs courage, it needs effort, it needs perseverance. With practice you can perfect, I assure you. There be darkness then in front of your closed eyes and emptiness in front of your mind's eye. And I'm reminded of a little statement that have been made by a Viveca yogi. Emptiness is not different from form, and form is not different from emptiness. Emptiness is form, form is emptiness. Even as you are relaxing the mind and making the mind blank, you will find increasingly there is emptiness. I'm not saying it's easy, nor am I saying that every person in the first session could do it. The results are cumulative. You have to keep on consistently at it. My dear friends, even as you make your mind empty, a little story I want to tell. It is about water. You know water, when you bring it down, the external temperature, when it drops to 0 degrees Celsius, it turns into ice cube. You set in water, when you boil it up to 100 degrees Celsius, it turns into gaseous vapor. And then when it vaporizes to a certain altitude, when it hits a certain chill, it condenses and turns into snow, frost, dew, mist, snowflakes, you name it. But, have you heard of the term H2O? That is a chemical expression for water. That is snow or steam or dew or mist or frost, H2O remains the same. Similarly, my dear friend, as much depending on external conditions, although water changes in shape, H2O remains the same. Although we are different in form, from person to person, the extent and nature of all of us, not only we human beings, all creatures of nature, all phenomena in the universe, in essence, like H2O, is unchangeable, is the same, and that is energy. And that energy is never born, it never dies. It is constant, it is in you and me. And that is that E equals mc squared, energy equals mass times the speed of light. E stands for energy, M for mass, T for velocity of light. All that it boils down to is that is energy that Einstein has talked about. Nobody has seen, you and I have not seen it, you and I have not touched it, you and I have not heard about it or heard of it. Simply put, it is invisible, inaudible and intangible, like H2O. H2O is invisible, inaudible and intangible. Energy is invisible, inaudible and intangible. E for Einstein stands for energy. In short, we can say this energy is also emptiness, because emptiness is also invisible, inaudible and intangible, like right now we're experiencing in your mind. So, the yogic concept Though the Buddhists say Atma, there is no Atma. It is also agreeable, because you cannot step into the same river twice, the river changes. To that extent, we are changing, that is true. But an Atma is true as much as Atma, for the simple reason, to the extent that Atma is energy. Energy cannot be created nor be destroyed. Atma never dies because Atman was never born. Energy never dies because energy was never born. So to that extent we have some kind of coming together of various philosophies. We are all one essentially, the universal principle that is common and constant in nature and in the whole universe is this energy, this emptiness, this oneness. Without realizing that, because of external forms like water, snow, dew, frost, mist, we are quarreling, we are squabbling, we are better depending on conditions, we are different physically. But essential nature is one. You can understand by having this experience of emptiness inside your mind for the moment, my dear friend. So venture forth is the greatest adventure to discover your essential nature, the emptiness of original and essential nature. Okay? I would like you now to enjoy a few minutes of true darkness and true emptiness in front of your mind's eye. Having made the mind so pure, so clean, like removing furniture, all cluttered material from a room. Now this room must be filled with something wholesome and pure. The best way to do that, like applying air freshener in a room that has been cleaned and tidy and purified. Now that your mind is pure, all you have to do is to create thoughts of cheerfulness, happiness, brightness. Then again with positive thinking. Breathing in, my friends. Just think, feel, visualize loads and loads of positive thinking. Remember, with implicit stress, as you think, so you become. Think that. Inhaling bright, cheerful and happy. Exhaling bright, cheerful and happy. Inhaling bright, cheerful and happy. Exhaling bright, cheerful and happy. Bright, cheerful and happy. Bright, cheerful and happy. Even as you are feeling happy, this is the right time for you to share a thought of love and kindness to the less privileged. And this is where we think in terms of what the Viveka yogis say, the 4 L's, which stand for life, love, laughter and leadership. The 4 L's, the first of which is life. You are gifted to have been here today, even as I was, to share time with you. It's a mutual thing, the gift of meeting one another. And we did derive a lot of energy by being with each other through all these yogic techniques. And this life that we are talking about is much more, the L for life is much more. You must learn to celebrate existence on earth by learning to very carefully, scientifically divide in the time of the day. Something like 8 hours of sleep, 8 hours of hard work, and 8 hours of leisure. With that you can live your life creatively. With the techniques that I shared with you from morning until now, you'll be full of zest. That energy should be shared with others. The second L stands for love. Love is twofold. There's carnal love and spiritual love. If not for carnal love, we would not be here. Because somewhere down the line, two people made love, and here we are. As for spiritual love, it is not just in relation to one person. It is nothing to do with the flesh. Spiritual love embraces all sentient beings, all living things, all creeping and crawling things in nature. To love the entire universe and all things therein. That is spiritual love. The third L stands for laughter. It is good to laugh, though not at others, It is good to laugh because laughing is a breathing exercise. It makes the diaphragm dance. To that extent, it's very therapeutic. It makes you very healthy. And the fourth L stands for leadership. Now, leadership is something which is often misunderstood. Leadership, what it usually means to people is political leadership, and that is something else. Leadership is something you first give it yourself, your body, breath and mind, and from you to your family. If you are a father, to your wife and children, if you are a mother, to your husband and children, if you are a teacher, to your charges, and from your family to the village you live in, from the village to the city, from the city to the country. But what is this kind of leadership? It is not political. It is based on truthfulness, love, simple living, high thinking. This is what we call, what the Viveka yogis call, enlightened leadership. So it is the message of enlightened leadership that we are trying to carry to the people in Sri Lanka and all over the world. And that is what the 4L stands for. In addition to these things, remember to spend a certain amount of your life, your time, in the welfare of the great many. The best way to make yourself lifeless, I said before, is to render yourself lifeless. The best way to make yourself happy is to make someone else happy, to make others happy. So take it into your heart and mind. Now that you've been endowed with a lot of energy, go out to the world, share the message of Viveka, the message of truthfulness and love, the message of simple living and high thinking, the message of oneness in the universe, like H2O, energy is the constant, unchangeable reality. Share these little bits of wisdom that have been passed down from master to pupil, which I shared with you today with a great many. Thank you. Some disciples and we got together and we formed an organization to carry the message of Viveka to the four corners of not only Sri Lanka, but also the four corners of the world. And that organization is called the White Flag Movement. The day the White Flag Movement was formed, those disciples of mine who were present on that day and we took an oath, which we then called the Oath of National Unity. It is relevant mostly to the people living on this beautiful island, and I like to share those sentiments that are contained and expressed in the oath with you. Like all citizens of the world, we could only belong to one race, the human race, and could only belong to one religion, Truth. With infinite filial piety that is due to a mother from her children, we, the children of Mother Lanka, shall love one another as brothers and sisters belong to one and the same family, and shall recognize henceforth only one nationality, Sri Lankan. The oath taken by the members of the White Flag Movement.
How many of you feel nervous and subject to stress when you give a speech? Please raise your hand up. Thank you. Well, that's exactly how I'm feeling right now. Stress is what I'm also experiencing even as I stand before this most distinguished and august assembly. Viveka is the means by which I shall cope with stress and transcend it. Mr. Chairman, Dr. Apikorale, Mr. Manoharan, Mr. Jayasekara, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Please don't look so serious. After all, nothing, just nothing in this world is worth the price of seriousness and worry. Let us have a smile on our lips. Let us also not forget that our country is famous all over the world as the Isle of the Smile. Therefore, I would like to dedicate this presentation of mine today to smiling. So keep smiling and the whole world will smile with you. The three eminent speakers who spoke before me, with exception of none, most eloquently explained to us almost all that has to be said about stress, stress management, management of stress in workplace, family life, in society, heart disease, and diet. I bow my head to them as a token of my appreciation. Since almost all that has to be said about stress and stress management has been most eloquently explained to us, may I, ladies and gentlemen, take the liberty to not so much talk about stress, but instead share with you some practical and some basic wherewithal by which you might be better equipped to cope with stress and transcend it. So before we go any further, would you please honor me by closing your eyes? Let us close our eyes and observe a few minutes. No, not silence. We will enter the Shabda Loka, the sonic world, the world of sound. And let us listen to the voice of planet Earth. Please, everybody, close your eyes and listen. Listen and listen. We always hear, but seldom listen. Listen. If your listening is at a subtle level, you might hear the sound of your own breathing. At a more subtle level, you might hear even the sounds of your neighbor's breathing. At a rather gross level, you might hear the whir of the electric fan on the ceiling, or human voices, clearing of throat, the shuffling of feet, or the chirping of birds outside, or tooting of car horns in the distance. Listen, listen, and listen to all sounds both near and far. You think, therefore you are. You feel, therefore you are. You see, smell, touch, therefore you are. Similarly, you hear, therefore you are. All sounds are ephemeral, are transitory, in a state of flux. So listen to how sounds come and go, how sounds rise and fall, how sounds fade in and fade out. Also listen to how sounds coexist harmoniously for half a minute from now.